What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Moss Appeal, and it's another Tuesday. We made it another week. Hope y'all happy like I am about that. Skills, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, man? Tonight's show is going to be a recap of this past weekend. I went to Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown, and took in all of the Kentucky Derby festivities that my body could handle. I got to Louisville on Wednesday night, and it was just nonstop partying until Sunday morning when I drove back home. It was a great weekend. Whenever I go home, like Thanksgiving or the Kentucky Derby or Christmas, that's basically when the people that no longer live in Louisville come home. So it's always good to come home and see friends from high school, friends from college, and just basically people that I know at home. And so yeah, what we're gonna talk about tonight is we're gonna talk about the festivities. We're gonna talk about the best parties, best drinks of the weekend, the best dressed person of the weekend. Um, we're gonna talk about the race. I'm gonna tell you all about being on Millionaires Row. It's always fun when you get to hobnob. It's always a fun thing. And the way I was dressed, I was hobnobbing with everybody. I wore a bespoke piece. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about men and dressing and things about like that. But yeah, the Derby was on point. And I'm also gonna talk about things to do if you plan on going to the Kentucky Derby next year. Um, one thing that I can tell you is that if you're planning on going to the Kentucky Derby next year, you need to put your room reservations in now because now is going to be the cheapest that it will be until next year. And most people that go to the Kentucky Derby, they basically put their reservations in the week after the Derby ends. So if you're planning on going to the Kentucky Derby, now is the best time to make your room reservations because now they don't have the 3-day minimums and things like that. And they really haven't forecasted how much the rooms are going to cost. So you could get a regular rate right now. May not be a regular rate, but it'll be cheaper than if you try to get it next year. So yeah, we're going to talk about all that. My people from Louisville or people from anywhere that went to the Kentucky Derby that is in the chat, you're more than welcome to talk about your experiences, how you felt, what you felt was the best party, what you felt was the best drink of the weekend that you had, and basically, talk about what you did to have a good time. But comments are already blowing up. Big Gino, what's going on, brother? My homeboy Gino, straight out of Northern Cali. He done popped in here tonight. YWG, what's going on, brother? What's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitch. And shout out to everybody that's watching X. Man, I can say that my page is growing. My page is growing. I mean, I'm getting new subscribers on a daily basis. My watch hours are going up. So I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in to Mass Appeal, watching my videos and all that. So I really appreciate you all. But yeah, when I got to Louisville on Wednesday, first thing I did was go and love on my mom. Chilled out with her for a little bit, but she was on her way to church. So when I got there, she was on her way to church. Chilled with her for a little bit. And then I went to the first thing that I did. And the first thing I did is I went to the cigar bar that's in the Louisville area. It's called Match. And it's a place that I go to when I usually go home, and they've remodeled and redone everything on the inside, and it was great. So I went there, had me a drink, smoked me a cigar, and just really relaxed because I knew that I didn't have to get up for work the next day. So it was the first thing that I did. So then I went back to my mom's house, got my outfit ready for Derby. And if you all don't know, back in the day that was for the community was the Kentucky Oaks. But now that everything is sponsored and it's all about the money, really the Kentucky Oaks has been taken away from the community, and they've came up with a new thing called Derby. And Derby is a day of races. It's still the racetrack, but to me it's the best day to go if you want to have a good time. You want to take in the experience of the Kentucky Derby, and without really having to deal with the crowds and everything that goes on with the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby. But I will say this: if you've never been to the Kentucky Derby, the Kentucky Oaks, or things like that, those are things that you want to do. But I'll tell you that to get into the infield, which is general admission, to get into the infield on Kentucky Oaks Day was $99. So it was $99 to just get into the infield. And then on Derby Day, it was $130 to get in the infield. I'm not sure how much it cost on Derby, but the general admission tickets were probably a little bit cheaper because the tickets to get into the main concourse, where you could get to go to the paddock and look at the horses come out and things like that, was like $60. So Thursday is a lot more economical as opposed to going on Kentucky Oaks Day or Derby Day. But like I said, if you've never been to the Kentucky Derby or any of the festivities during Derby week, you have to go to the Derby. So, but a way for you to be able to see other places in Churchill Downs that you may not be able to see on Kentucky Oaks Day and the Kentucky Derby Day. You can possibly see those other places on Derby. And Derby is still crowded, still a lot crowded, but you're gonna meet more of the general public. There's still superstars, whatever you want to say, actors, actresses, sports figures, things like that. They still come to Derby because a lot of those people like to deal with the regular people, the general public. So you can still be able to take some pictures with some celebrities and things like that. And everybody's really approachable. But yeah, hit the like button, share this video out, subscribe to the page. So we got to Derby about 11:30. Got up, got dressed, took a bunch of pictures. My mom took a bunch of pictures of me. I made a video that I posted on my page, basically when I first put my outfit on. And went to my brother's house. When you're in Derby, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. So we started out with a couple drinks and took some pictures at my brother's house. And then we left about 11:30 to go to the track. My brother, he's the superstar. Basically, we had parking passes where we were able to park basically right outside of the entrance. So we had parking passes, so we didn't really have to walk too far. So when we got there, we had to wait on a couple people because we were in a big group, family members and things like that. So when everybody got together, we went in, and the tickets that we had, basically we were up I'm not sure if it's the highest level because I think there's something that's more exclusive than Millionaires Row. But basically, we took some elevators up and we had a table and we had our racing programs and basically we started betting. Um, the section that we were in, basically all of the food and all of the drinks were free. So with that being said, there was a lot of libation going around. Everybody was having fun. People were taking pictures. Um, me myself, I wore a cape. I had a cape that was specially made for me. I'm a dandy, so I really take pride in what I wear, and especially I take pride in what I wear when I go to the Kentucky Derby. I like to wear something that I may not wear on a regular occasion, but yeah, I go all out. So I had my cape on, and I got asked to take a lot of pictures, a lot of pictures. And I mean, that usually happens, and I'm used to it because that's what I do is I try to impress with my dress. But yeah, we at the 12-minute mark, and as y'all know, I usually talk for the first 10 minutes, and then everybody that's on Facebook, I want y'all to come over here and join the conversation. Everybody that's watching on Twitch, I want you all to come over here and join the conversation. And everybody that's watching on X, I want y'all to come over here and join the conversation. So, with that being said, I am going to cut those channels off so that you all can come over here. I got a poll up right now, and I would really like for everybody to answer the questions on that poll because I really want to see who's watching. I want to see if you're subscribed to me. And if you're not subscribed to me, I hope that you're going to subscribe to the page because I'm going. And I'm going to keep doing this. And usually we have hard hitting topics that we talk about. We're probably going to talk about, well, I mean, we are going to talk about something. We're going to talk about this. But I'm just going to play a little snippet of what we're going to talk about. And when I play this, y'all going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, that's all I can play. I don't want to get I don't want to get copyright strike. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We most definitely gonna talk about Kendrick and Drake, but that's gonna be more to the end of the show after we have finished talking about the Kentucky Derby. And I can answer any questions that y'all might have. What I forget. What I forget. But before we go any further, I'm gonna go to some of these comments, see what everybody's talking about in the comment section. Exactly, Skills, the land of Ali. And I got a story about that. When I was younger, my grandmother lived around the corner from Muhammad Ali. And I used to see Muhammad Ali jogging when he was training and stuff on different occasions. So, yeah, the land of Ali. And, he was, when I was younger, you would always see him if he was training or something, running. And then there's stories that he used to not catch his school bus and he would run Central High School where he went to school, and they said he would beat the school bus. So yeah, you would see Muhammad Ali when this is back in the 70s. Back in the 70s, you would see him on occasions in Louisville, Kentucky, running, training, because like I said, his mother lived around the corner from my great grandmother's house. So yeah. Skills, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Try, man. We're gonna grow. Right now, I'm a fledgling. I'm little. I'm small. But everything gotta start small before you grow. But yeah, I'm just giving y'all what I do. Forgot your crowd. I mean, I got a hat on. I got a hat on. Oh yeah, my hat. Yeah, I bought a new hat. So I had a white hat. I had a basically for the Derby. What I wore was I had a linen, raw linen suit, and raw linen shirt and pants. It was by Polo. If y'all know me, I mean most of my clothes. If it's not made bespoke, if it's not made for me, I would say that most of my clothes are polo. I love polo. I have some polo suits, but I wear other brand suits and things. I wear other brands, but 90% of the time, if you see me, I'm gonna have polo. So I had on a raw linen suit, shirt and pants, and I had my cape that was specifically made for me, and it was lined with satin because a lot of people thought that I was hot, but I didn't sweat the entire day, and people were like, "You must have an air conditioner up under that cape," but it really wasn't. I wasn't hot because I had on linen, and like I said, the cape that I had, it was lined, and it was the material was it's a nice good material, but it wasn't really hot. And I had a white hat that I bought from Bat Sacks, which is the hat store here in Cincinnati. Gus, the owner of Bat Sacks, was in there when I went there. It was a good thing. I got to see him. Bat Sacks is the first store that I bought a hat. There's only two places that I buy hats. There's a hat store that I buy hats from in Cincinnati, Bat Sacks, and then there's one in Louisville at home that I buy hats from this OG that's from Louisville. He has a hat store, so I always go back home and buy hats from him. But everybody was dressed nice. I mean, if you know the Kentucky Derby and the events that surround it, really it's bourbon. No, we're gonna start that over. It's horses, bourbon, and women. And all the women were looking great. All the women were looking great. I took a lot of pictures. I took it was beautiful women, beautiful women. But we bet on a few races. I missed the super exacta by one horse on two races. That would have been a nice bet to win. But I did win. I did win a few bets. I won the fifth race, the race that I posted on my page. I showed the beginning of the race and I showed the end. I did pick the winner on that race. That's one of the races that I missed the super exacta by one horse. I won some money. We won some money. We had a good time. We had a lot of drinks. The day at the track was great. Um, Everybody was having a great time. We did go downstairs on the concourse and take more pictures and just basically be trackside and things like that. But our day at the racetrack was great. And I have to say thank you to my brother for those great tickets on Millionaires Row. Met a lot of people, shook a lot of hands, took a lot of pictures. I think I met Santa Claus. I took a picture with him. I think I met Santa Claus. He was off. It was off season, so he didn't have all the belly weight and stuff like that. But took a picture with Santa Claus. Um, Took a picture with one of the Derby executives. I think that was I won't say it's the best picture, but it's the picture that has the most people in it. I think there was like 30 people in this picture. Me and the Derby executive guy is standing in the middle, and there's like 30 people around us. Uh, he saw me walking, and he was like, "I gotta take a picture with you." I'm one of the Derby executives. Come on, take a picture. So yeah, I took a picture with him and 30 other people that was in his party. I took a lot of pictures. Uh, then we left there, went out, got something to eat, and we went to the club. Now I went to the club with some of my homeboys, and when we got to the club, like five people ran up on me and said that I was Instagram famous, that I was all over Instagram, and they wanted to take pictures with me because they saw me on Instagram and things like that. So it was I had a fun day. I had a really fun day. I went live from the racetrack. I think I only stayed live for like 15 minutes because it was hectic on Millionaire Row. It was hectic. But went to that party. It was Big Gip's pre-derby party. Had a good time. Had a good time. Had a good time. But my only complaint is that I mean, if we pay $60 to get in a party, I want to dance. And there wasn't a lot of dancing. It was really a fashion show. Everybody was looking at everybody's outfit. I took a whole, I took a lot more pictures there too. So basically, my day consisted of taking pictures, having fun, drinking drinks, smoking cigars, flirting with women, getting my butt pinched, and everything in between. But it was a great day. So went to the club. We we shut the club down. I won't say we shut it down. When it was close to close time, we left. We left that club and then we went to this hood club. I won't say it, yeah, it's a hood club. So we went to this club called Club Cedar. And Club Cedar is known for their fish and they're known for their round potato wedges. I don't know if they still make that stuff, but yeah, we still go to Club Cedar. And yeah, it was, as with any hood club, it was jam packed. And they have a tent in the back where you can smoke your cigars and music is playing. People were dancing in the back under the tent. And I think we stayed there for about another hour. So this is like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we left that club, and there's a club that's like 6 to 8 blocks up the street called the Double Deuce. So then we went to Double Deuce, and same as the other. Well, it wasn't really packed this night because a lot of people still had to work on Friday, so it wasn't really. It was packed, but it wasn't packed. So the first night of partying ended about 5:30 in the morning. I think I got to my mother's house about 6:15. I think I came in, I woke everybody up. I ain't mean to, but yeah, I woke everybody. And went to sleep. It rained Friday. It rained Friday, so I think I got out the bed about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was raining. So my best friend had a cookout. So we went over his house and had a cookout. And we went to another party. So this party was the Good Timers pre-Derby extravaganza. And this party was live. People were dancing, people were partying, and everyone was looking great. It was Friday night. Everyone was looking great. Did do a little dancing. Took a whole lot of, I mean, basically we took a whole lot of pictures. Took a lot of pictures. I think that the most, yeah, we took a lot of pictures. So that party ended on, and I will say this: I had fun at Big Gibbs' party, but I will say that to me, the best party of the weekend was the Good Timers pre-Derby party. Now we went out on Derby night. We did go out on Derby night, but on Derby night we just really hung out. We brought the party to the party. We pulled up at the party. We set our lawn chairs out. We had a speaker. We had coolers. We had cigars. So basically, we brought the party to the party. We partied outside. So it was a day party, and day party was. We went to the wrong day party. We went to one day party, and it was an older day party, but we didn't go to the. There was another party at this, I think, Glen Mary Country Club. That's the day party that we were supposed to go to. We didn't make it there. So left where we were at and went and chilled out at somebody's house and talked and ate. Decided where we were gonna go. Um, Saturday night, we rode around. We didn't go into any club. We went to the hood clubs. We rode around and went to some hood clubs. I was kind of hood clubbed out. So Saturday night was an early one for me because I wasn't gonna party Saturday night. I wasn't gonna party Saturday. So we went to a couple places, a couple hood bars, and I didn't go to the day. There's a big day party that they have on Sunday. Now I did not get a chance to go to the Good Timers Sunday end of the Derby day party. Usually that is one of the better parties, that day party, because it's the last party. Uh, I got up early Sunday morning, even though I didn't get in till about 4 o'clock on Sunday morning. I got up like 9 o'clock and I hit the road. And when I got home, I went to sleep. So my weekend really consisted of taking a lot of pictures, hugging a lot of friends, seeing a lot of my old friends and things of the nature. But I had a great time. But I will say, the best drink was bourbon. Now, at Churchill Downs, which is where the Kentucky Derbies ran, they had a drink that was bourbon, lemonade, and something else. That drink was good, but nothing during the Derby. Nothing beats a good mint julep. So the mint julep was the best drink of Derby weekend. Mint julep, even though I drunk more bourbon than mint julep. I drunk more bourbon than mint, but mint julep is the best drink. And like I said, to me, the best party of the weekend was the Good Timers party that was on Friday night. It was because if you went to party Thursday night and then you went party Friday night, yeah, you partied on Saturday, but I mean, there's just so much you can. I mean, I had a good time, but there's just so much you can party. There's just so much you can party. But yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time. Shout out to everybody that's joined the chat from Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Glad you all are in here with us. But yeah. And the best dress, you already know who the best dress was. You already know who the best dress was. It was me. Pontoon Jody. Let me get to the comments, because I know people come in, jump in, and jump out. So yeah, let me get to the hey, Pontoon Jody. What's going on? What's going on, Jody? I'm sorry, I haven't been. My birthday month is over, so now my weekends are free again. I basically went somewhere every weekend the month of April, and basically the culmination and the end of my birthday month was the Kentucky Derby. So now that I'm out of my birthday month, things are back to normal. And I'll be watching your show on Friday night. So if you haven't checked out Pontoon Jody's page, go check out Pontoon Jody. She's a woman fisherman, and her favorite fish to catch are catfish. Her favorite catfish to catch are blue catfish. And she caught a 63-pound catfish on her birthday. And then I know a couple weeks back, she told me that she caught another 60-pounder. So if you like big catfish and you like watching people fish, go check out Pontoon Jody's page. But what's going on, Juggernaut? We got Juggernaut TV in here. That's my Atlanta correspondent. We got a show coming up soon. Me and Juggernaut TV. He's gonna come on here and he's gonna give us the lowdown of what's going on in Atlanta in terms of entertainment scene. I'm not really gonna say Juggernaut works in the entertainment industry. I'm not gonna say where he does or where he works, because I'm not gonna put him out there like that. But he will be able to give us some behind the scenes details on different things that are going on in the ATL. So yeah, Juggernaut TV, that's my Atlanta correspondent. But now that we've talked about the Kentucky Derby and I've given you all my recap and I've given you all things to do, I've told you things that you need to know if you're planning on going next year. So if you are planning on going next year and you got some questions or things, you can hit me on my email at massappeal@gmail.com. It's on my page. If you want to hit me up, that's MASAPAPEAL@gmail.com. And whatever questions you have, I'll get answers to them for you. But I didn't really think that recap was going to take too long, but I didn't want my title to be too long. But now that we've talked about the Derby, let's talk about Kendrick Drake and allegations of woman beating, as well as allegations of being a pedophile. I'm probably not supposed to say that, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But who do you all think is winning or has won the rap battle? How many? How many of you all think that Drake won? And I don't think there's too many people that's going to get behind Drake. But who do y'all think won? And how do y'all feel about? I mean, this is the most personal rap beef that we've had in a long time. This. I mean, you know, started out and it was, Drake was coming with some heat. When Kendrick Lamar came and started dropping, and he was dropping stuff on the No Vaseline level. He was dropping stuff on the No Vaseline level in terms of dissing. I mean, gosh, Lee said my man got the P word people in his camp, as well as him being a P word. And now they're talking about how he's been grooming these girls since they were young. And they're showing pictures, and it's not like one picture, it's like 3 or 4 girls that he's dated that he knew them when they were 14 and 15 years old. Doesn't look good for Drake. Just really, it just doesn't look good for him. And then his security, there was a shooting in front of his house today, as well as his store, OVO store in Toronto, was vandalized. Now, I don't think that this is anything from Kendrick Lamar, anything like that. I just think that that's fans, and fans are fanatics. Fan is short for fanatic, and fanatics tend to act crazy in situations like these because there are people out here who really have chosen sides and they going hard for them. But how do y'all feel about it? Is it too personal? Are they snitching on each other? What do y'all say? What do y'all say? I mean, I look at it as it's all allegedly. Well, yeah, allegedly, but it's a whole lot of information out there about Drake, and it ain't good information. It ain't good information. It ain't good information. But I don't know. I look at all this stuff as if it's stuff to keep you out of focus of what's really going on around you. So while that stuff is good and it's entertainment, there's a place and a time for it. But I mean, music is boring. I mean, to me, music was boring when you didn't have to go to the store to get music anymore. when you can just get then it's no, I mean, it's at your fingertips. It was fun going to the record store and going through the albums or knowing that new music came out on Tuesdays. There was something fun about knowing that it was a new album coming out on Tuesday and you wanted to be at the record store. And not, I mean, we sometimes we went to school late because the album was coming out and we wanted to make sure we got the album. So to me, that's when fun went out of music, when you stopped having to be able to go to the record store to buy music. There was something that was fun to me. I used to go to the record store every Saturday morning and every Tuesday if there was some new music coming out. I was a music head like that. So when you were able to, when music was at your fingertips, it wasn't any fun no more. It was something fun about getting the new DJ Clue mixtape or getting the new Kid Capri mixtape or getting the new Desert Storm mixtape. That is the era that I come from, mixtapes. Because a lot of Gucci Mane. I like Gucci Mane's mixtapes better than I like Gucci Mane's albums. And I mean, mixtapes were people's first break, so they were really hungry. Yeah. See, Rob, you're right. You're right, see, Rob. Fans always go to the next level like they actually doing all that for Kent. I don't understand it myself. But I mean, we see it all the time. The fans 65 miles away from Louisville, if they lose a game or something, they'll burn couches in the middle of the street. Now that's crazy. Your team lose a game and y'all get mad and y'all burn some couches. People are, yeah. There are people out here that are unhinged. There's a lot of unhinged people out here. And sports and stuff push them over the edge. Sports and entertainment can make people act out of character. Or is it out of character, or is it that really their character? I don't know. But fans, yeah. What? Pontoon Jody, you never been to a music? Oh, okay. That's why. About to say you never been to a music store, Pontoon Jody? I used to go. There was no Sam Goody near you, Jody, or so FYE. What was FYE before it was FYE? I mean, you had Sam Goody, um, FYE. I mean, but I used to go to the hood music store. I mean, I would go to those other stores, but for the most part, I went to where the vinyl was. I went to where the vinyl. Politics. Politics got folks out here acting like what politics? Politics, the music. I mean, yeah, it is. You got different sides. Man, I don't know. Who are the Republicans going to nominate? Because the dude that everybody wants them to nominate, he might be going to jail. And I don't think you can, if you get convicted of something, I don't think you can run for president while you're up for appeal because you can guarantee that if Donald J. Trump gets convicted of the crimes that they're accusing him of, he's going to appeal. Now, will people still vote for a convicted? I mean, will he be a felon? Will people still vote for a convicted misdemeanor or a convicted felon? I mean, if you have to put up $250 million for bail money, I don't think that's a misdemeanor. So even if he's convicted, he can run for he can still run for office, but he can't vote for himself. Come on now. You joking, bro. You joking, Judge. You're joking. Yeah, Camelot Music. Yeah, that was one of the music stores. What, Jody? Jody, hold on. Jody, where do you live at? I think we need to do a check. We need to do a check-in. Everybody put in the comments where they're from. Where are you from, Jody? Where you live at, Jody? You said this is nothing but a Walmart and a Dollar General. My mom is from a small town in Texas called Marshall, Texas. Up until about 15 years ago, they didn't have a street light. I mean, it might be 20 years, but they didn't have a street light. And they just got a McDonald's about 15 years ago. So I I can relate somewhat, but I don't know. Gosh, Lee. So basically, all the music that you listened to, Jody, was music that you heard on the radio. Wow, that's crazy. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine not being able to buy music and having to listen to the only music I had to listen to was on the radio. I think I'd crazy. They will say that they would vote for even if he. Hey man, it seems like it. It seems like it. People will vote for him no matter what. He could murder someone. It's the same thing YWG just said. I don't. Scott County, Tennessee. Scott County. I don't know if I've ever been to Scott County. I got family in Jackson. I got family in Nutbush. I got family in Memphis. Scott County. I don't know. You got to tell me what city, Pontoon, Jody. You give me Scott County. What city's in Scott County? But and then who are the Democrats going? Because this man Skin Mask, he can't. They can't. Skin Mask can't run again. Skin Mask cannot run again. He's almost 80 years old. Skin Mask can't run again. If they do, we need a strong VP. Oneida, Tennessee. Oneida. I don't think I've ever been to Oneida, Tennessee. I might have to ask on my cousin. Where is Oneida, Tennessee? I I really think that the Democrats need to seriously consider somebody else running. Because I don't none of us are promised tomorrow. None of us. But I know he'll be the oldest sitting president ever if he wins. Come on now. Is that really him? He will miss it. What? It's one little exit. It's one little exit, Pontoon Jody. Man, this year's election is gonna be wild. And I think that that's one of the main. I'll say this. I think that's one of the main reasons people aren't really making big purchases. It's never economical to make big purchases during the presidency. The president during the year you vote for the president. It's never it's never good to make big purchases. You want to see what tax platform gonna win before you make those big purchases. But mm, this is gonna be a crazy election. It's gonna be a crazy election because you could have a convicted felon on the ticket, and then you could have somebody that's 80 years old on the ticket. That is crazy. That is crazy that that's y'all's choices. I'm independent. I'm independent. When I tell people I'm independent, they tell me, "Oh, your vote don't even count." My vote does count. I vote for the person that is on the platform that I like. It might not be one of those two, the Democrats or the Republicans. But if the Democrats or Republicans put somebody that I like, I mean, I consider them. But I like being independent. I've been independent my entire life. When I was 18 and I've registered to vote and signed up for the selective services, I signed up as independent and I've never changed it. I have never voted in a midterm. I've never voted in a primary because I can't. I can't vote in a primary because I'm not a registered Republican or a registered Democrat. So I've never voted in any of those things. I've been independent my entire life. I've never been a Republican. I've never been a Democrat. I've never voted a straight ticket. There have been years where I vote for some Republicans and I vote for some Democrats because I just think that's just some division type stuff. Sometimes they're talking about the same stuff. It's just what you listen to. That's me. I've never been a card holding nothing. Yeah, primaries have already. Cornel West is running for president. That's the first I've heard of that. I might have to look to see what Cornel West is talking about. I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with a lot that he says. Now, that other dude, Henry Louis Gates, he better not never run for nothing. I got the book where, matter of fact, where's that book at? I got a book where Henry Louis Gates and Cornel West was debating each other. Where is that book? I might have let somebody, that might be one of the books I let somebody borrow and I didn't get back because I don't see it. Yeah. But if Cornel West is running for president, I'm gonna have to take a hard look. I'm gonna have to take a hard look at him. I'm gonna have to take a hard look at him. The candidates are so the candidates are man, they gotta do something, man. I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who the candidates are right now. And maybe maybe that's bad on my part, but they really haven't in the news cycles that have been going on, they don't even talk about anybody but Skin Mask and Felon. Those are the only two people that they talk about. And then people are talking about, then you still got people that are talking about how Trump isn't the president. He still got a presidential motorcade. There are people that say that he's still president. He does have a motorcade, and I've never heard of a person that wasn't sitting as a president having a motorcade. That's me. Cornel West is running for president. Depending on what he's talking about, I could give it that. Juggernaut, What platform is he running on? Green Party or Libertarian? I can get with that. Depending on which platform he's running on. What? He's running as a straight he's a write-in. He's just writing. He's just independent. He's writing this. Hey, that's what's. Hey, I'm. I might have to see what Cornel West is doing grassroots. That might be a ticket that I work for. Cornel West running independent. I like that. I'm glad y'all told me because I did not know that Cornel West was running for president as an independent. That's interesting. That is interesting. He's an how you can be an antithesis to two people is hard. But Cornel West is the antithesis to both Skin Mask and Trump. That's hard. He's an antithesis to both of them, dude. Wow. That's big. But yeah, I've never been, I've never been, I've never been a card holding nothing since 18 when I signed them selected. And then my mother got mad at me because they would have the primaries and stuff. My mother would be like, "Don't you got to vote today?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm independent." And she was like, "Which thing you got to pick?" I don't got to pick nothing. You be independent. I said, "You got your vote. I got my vote." My mother was like, "It's time for you to move out." Damn, if you telling me who I got to vote for, I'm not gonna vote for. Yeah, my mother wild. She was like, "I think it's time for you to move." What? Because I'm not voting Democrat. Yeah, my mother was wild like that, y'all. Yeah, I had one of them mamas open your mail up. I come home, my mail be thumb. It be a thumb. My mail be thumbed open. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it. Yeah, mama could. Yeah, she could open. She still does. Oh, if I get something there, she'll open up and call me like, "This mail came and you got something talking about you owe something." I don't owe nobody nothing. She didn't already. She didn't already opened it up, but yeah, I'm not voting for. Yeah, it'll take a miracle for me to vote for either one of them dudes. Cause one of the dudes, I don't think he is him, and the other dude, I can't vote for no felon. I'm sorry. Yeah, Cornel West might be the most logical choice. And I'm not saying that just because he's a black man. I like Cornel West personally. Hey man, YWG, just cause you come over here and say so, she ain't gonna make you no cake. She ain't gonna make you no cake because I'm gonna tell her don't make you no cake. So you ain't get no brownie points. Mom Dukes ain't making you no cake or no sweet potato pie. So get that out your head. Get that out your head, brother. But yeah. Does anybody out there that's watching, does anybody have plans to come to the Kentucky Derby? And if you are, where you gonna stay at? And then on the backside of that question right there, who are you voting? Who are you voting for? I know it's early on, and people say, you keep your vote secret, but man, who are you voting for? Are you voting for Skin Mask or are you voting for Dope 45? y'all vote for? I didn't vote for neither one of them last time, and I ain't gonna lie. I would lean a little bit closer to Trump than Skin Mask. Sorry, but I'm voting for if Cornel West is running. I might I might work on Cornel West's campaign if he got if he got an office here in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, because I can get with him. He saw through all the politics and politics from the last two. So I can get with that. The Couch 2024, you not voting YWG? Are there any people out there that aren't voting, that really have that don't care? Because me, they all related. But my taxes are much, much better when Republicans are in office. My checks are fatter when Republicans are in office. Truth. Oh, okay. I thought you said you was voting for Skin Mask. Cornel West sounds like a good alternative. If those were the three people that are up, Skin Mask, Trump, and Cornel West, I think I'm voting for Cornel West. Oh no. Juggernaut TV said he's voting for slow by and Sleepy Joe. Come on, man. This dude done fell up the steps. He done read straight off the teleprompter. He done said stuff that he ain't supposed to say. Come on, man. You would vote for Skin Mask over Cornel West? Seriously. Oh, I was about to say, man. What? Cornel West can't get your vote or Skin Mask can't get your vote? I'm lost. America is a Ponzi scheme. They say our money don't mean. They say our money is worthless. I, when I send that money for my dad, I know our money's worth something because when I send that money for my rent, it come out my bank account. I know that. Talking about it's a Ponzi scheme. This money don't ain't worth nothing. It's worth something. Oh yeah, I'm against the precious metal, but nah, I could yeah, I can't vote for Skin Mask, aka Slow Bite. I can't vote for it because I don't think that's him. Call me crazy, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me whatever you want to, but that ain't Joe Biden. That ain't the same Joe Biden that wrote that bill in 1968. 19 no, yeah, 19 yeah, I think 1968. No, 1980. This is a different Joe Biden. Why call him Skin Man? I don't think that's Joe. No. But you got Drake, you got Kendrick Lamar. And you got Joe Biden and you got Trump. Two meaningless races. Silver's real good to buy right now. Man, I've been on the stock market. I've been making money on the stock market. I put some money into my Schwab account every month. Every paycheck, I put some money into my Schwab account. Cause yeah, man. Yeah, 1994. 1990. The dude that wrote that bill in 1994, that's not the dude that's president now. It's two different people. One is a real person and one got a mask on. Right. That crime bill put a lot of people in jail. And Chucks and Pearls, she used that bad boy like a manuscript. That crime bill that Slow Biden did in '94, Chucks and Pearls used it. That was her manuscript. Pontoon Jody, I appreciate you coming in here tonight. I will be on your page on Friday night watching you. You know I'm gonna come in there and say something. I always do. So, Pontoon Jody, thanks for coming. I'll see you on Friday night. Yeah, I don't think I you can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but Joe Biden ain't Joe Biden. Joe Biden ain't Joe Biden. You seen the video, his neck, you can see the mask moving, and then you can look at his ears in 1994 and his ears now. It don't match. It don't match. Sorry, somebody else is calling the shots. Some people said Joe Biden been out of here for about 4 years. Coming up, we just crossed the hour threshold. We're at an hour and 3 minutes. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. I know you're not going to share this out, but yeah, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Hitting the like button really helps me because it's going to help me get hit the algorithm. I've been hitting the algorithm a lot because I've been getting a lot of likes on my shorts and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm trying to transition from getting viewership for my shorts to getting viewership for my shows. Now, I didn't really have a topic tonight because I wanted to talk about my weekend. And I did that, but we'll be back to our regularly scheduled crazy conversations, adult conversations next week. But we're still having an adult conversation. It's just on the back end of me talking about what happened at the Kentucky Derby. But I mean, nobody is. I mean, there's only a few of us that are in here, and we're the people that are in here. We're talking about it, but I don't really think people are worried about the election. I don't. I don't even really think people are worried about really what's going on. You got a whole lot of crazy stuff that's going on. It was 60 some tornadoes in 3 hours a couple days ago. I just seen a video today where a volcano was erupting and got struck by lightning about 5 or 6 times. I think I'm gonna show y'all that video. It's crazy stuff going on right now. For real. For real, for real. Hold on, let me find that. Let me find that because that was crazy. And if you haven't seen that video, it's something to see. Okay, here it is. Now, trying to find. Okay, I can't find. I can't find the original one that I saw, but I'm gonna pull this. Pause it. But it's something to see. If you already seen it, you know. But if you haven't seen it, it's something to see. It's weird stuff that's going on right now. There's a lot of weird stuff that's going on.
What?
That y'all. Look at that. Is that lightning going into the volcano, or is it coming out of the volcano? What do y'all think? They're going in or coming out? And this is the first one.
What?
Incredibly rare.
What y'all think? Is that coming? Is the lightning coming into the volcano or coming out of it? It was in slow motion. Right. It didn't look like it was going into the volcano. It looked like it was coming out of the volcano. Hold on. I'm gonna find the original. Let me find the original. But it did look like the lightning was coming. There's some weird stuff going on. There's some really weird stuff going on in the world right now. Yeah, some of it you just you can't explain it. Some of it you can't explain it. You can't. It's I don't know. It's unexplainable. Is this it? That's, now I can't find the video from 2 days ago. It's not on here, which is weird. I just looked it up a couple hours ago. And now some of these, yeah, the videos are gone. So it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. And a lot of this stuff that's going on, I think, is to keep our focus away from the stuff that's really going on around us that we need to notice that's going unnoticed. But mhm. That's what I said. That's what I said too, Juggernaut. It looked like the lightning was coming of the out of the volcano. So a lot of weird things that are going on. But an hour and 11 minutes. And y'all know me. If the if we don't really have nothing to talk about, I end the show. But Kentucky Derby was a great thing. It was a great weekend. Like I said, it's always good to go home, see friends, dress nice, smoke cigars, drink bourbon, flirt with women. And it was a fun weekend. If there's I always talk about I don't approach women, I don't. But when in Rome, you gotta do what the Romans do. And when you're home for the Kentucky Derby, you flirt with women. So yeah, I did. I'm a flirt. And I flirted. I did. Mildred, where you been at? Where you been at, Mildred? I'm gonna stay here for us. So what's the deal? What's the deal with reggae night? If you jump in here and what's the deal with reggae night? Come on now. I know you got some good news to tell me. Hey, Juggernaut, I'm gonna hit you up after the show, man, because we gotta talk, man. Yeah, you my correspondent. We gotta talk about I need that Atlanta news. Oh, you been here, Mildred? You ain't said nothing? Yeah, we wasn't really having one of our true adult conversations. I was just talking about my weekend. I was being selfish and talking about myself tonight. I'm sorry. I do it sometimes. I do it. You need a break? So that means you're not doing no party promotion right now? Oh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Mildred. Say it ain't so. You're not doing no party promotion. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Ain't nothing to do on Wednesdays. Oh, I need to give a special shout out to my brother that lives in the Dominican Republic. Jesus, my homie that made my clothes, him and his pops. Whenever I go to the Dominican Republic, I go check them out. They already got my measurements. They always make me something nice. Even though they don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo in the Dominican Republic, I had to put my Spanish outfit on. I didn't get to put nothing on for Cinco de Mayo, so yeah. I put my guayadera on today with my matching pants. And yeah. Men, if you haven't had the chance to get some clothes made bespoke, something that's made specifically for you, I implore you to go out and get something made for yourself. Go out and get something made for yourself. Go out and get something made for yourself. But I got a surprise because it's getting put up. It's getting put up. So I said that I would put the cape on one last time before I put it up for the season because I might wear it in the winter, but I'm gonna put the cape on. So if you didn't get a chance to see the cape, I'm gonna put it on so you can see the cape. Give me a second. So yeah, this is the cape. This is the tape I had made. It's got a man on the horse. It's got a man on the horse on the cufflink that goes across from chest. But yeah, I would say that out of all the pieces of clothing that I have had made for myself throughout my life, I would say that this is by far my most favorite piece that I've had made for myself. Lady that made this, I can see the love that she put into when somebody makes something for you, they're putting their love into making you look good. And I appreciate her. She didn't want me to tell who she was, and I'm not going to. But just know if I need something, man, ooh, I don't know if she'll make me nothing. But I would try. But yeah, it's your boy. Mass Appeal. Okay. See y'all next Tuesday.